Hey Gemini, I need to sit down with you right now because what I just pulled in this reading absolutely stopped me in my tracks. I'm talking about the kind of energy that made me pause, take a breath, and really process what the universe is trying to communicate to you. This isn't your typical reading where everything is sunshine and rainbows from the start. No. What I'm seeing here is something that initially felt unsettling, almost frightening in its intensity, but then transformed into something so powerful and so aligned with massive success that I had to share this with you immediately. Before we dive deep into the cards, I want you to understand that what's coming toward you is unconventional. It's not following the normal path that most opportunities take. There's something about this energy that feels almost supernatural in how it's tracking you down, how it's refusing to let you slip away from your destiny. And I know that might sound intense, but trust me when I say that by the end of this reading, you're going to understand why this particular force in your life needed to be this persistent, this unusual, and yes, even this intimidating at first glance. The first card I pulled for you is the Moon, and honestly, Gemini, when this card appeared, I felt a genuine chill. This is the card of illusions, of things moving in the shadows, of energy that doesn't reveal itself in straightforward ways. But here's what you need to understand about the Moon in your reading. It's not here to scare you. It's here to show you that what's been following you, what's been chasing you through your dreams and your intuitive hits and those moments where you feel like something significant is just around the corner, that's real. That's not your imagination playing tricks on you. The Moon is telling me that you've been sensing something for weeks now, maybe even months. You wake up at odd hours, you get these flashes of insight that don't quite make logical sense. You feel like there's a shift happening in the energy around you, but you can't quite put your finger on what it is. Some of you Geminis have even been having intense dreams lately, dreams where you're being pursued or where you're searching for something important in the darkness. This card is validating all of those experiences. You're not losing your mind. You're actually picking up on a massive energetic shift that's been building momentum in your direction. What scared me initially about the Moon in this position is how it represents the unknown. As a reader, I always want to give clear, straightforward messages, but the Moon is saying that this opportunity, this gift that's coming to you, it couldn't come through normal channels. It had to approach through the back door of your consciousness because if it came straight at you, you would have analyzed it to death with that brilliant Gemini mind of yours. You would have talked yourself out of it, found 17 logical reasons why it couldn't work, and walked away from something that's actually meant to elevate your entire life trajectory. The Moon is also speaking to me about your intuition being at an all-time high right now. Even if you don't consider yourself particularly psychic or spiritual, you're going to start noticing that you just know things. You'll think of someone and they'll call. You'll have a feeling about a situation and it'll turn out exactly as you sensed. This heightened intuitive state isn't random. It's preparing you to recognize the opportunity when it fully reveals itself. Because here's the thing. This gift of success that's chasing you down, it's not going to look like what you expect. It might even look like a problem at first. It might seem scary or too good to be true. And that's where your intuition comes in to tell you that yes, this is real. And yes, you need to move forward despite the fear. Now let me pull the next card because we need to understand what kind of energy is actually pursuing you. I'm drawing the Queen of Wands and wow. Okay, this is making so much more sense now. The energy that's chasing you isn't some dark or negative force. It's actually an incredibly powerful, dynamic, creative force that's so intense it can feel overwhelming. The Queen of Wands is one of the most magnetic, charismatic, and successful cards in the entire deck. She's the woman who walks into a room and everyone turns to look. She's confident, she's creative, she knows her worth, and she doesn't apologize for taking up space. What I'm getting from this card is that the success that's pursuing you is connected to you stepping into this Queen of Wands energy yourself. For so long, Gemini, you've been playing small in certain areas of your life. Maybe you've been hiding your light because you didn't want to make others uncomfortable. Or maybe you've been downplaying your talents because you thought it was more polite or modest to do so. The Queen of Wands is saying that phase of your life is coming to an abrupt end. The universe is literally forcing you to step into your power, and that's why it feels like you're being chased. You can't hide anymore. You can't play small anymore, and the energy pursuing you is your own magnificence demanding to be expressed. This card is also telling me that there's a woman who might play a significant role in this transformation. Or, you might embody this feminine energy yourself regardless of your gender. This Queen of Wands energy is about passion, about creativity, about having the courage to be seen and heard. Some of you are going to find that a mentor figure appears in your life, someone who sees your potential and refuses to let you hide it. Others of you are going to feel this energy rise up from within yourselves, this sudden confidence and clarity about what you're meant to be doing and why you're meant to be doing it on a much bigger stage than you've been operating on. The third card I'm pulling is the Page of Wands, and this is where things start to get really exciting. The Page of Wands is all about new beginnings, fresh starts, enthusiastic energy, and messages that change everything. This card often shows up when someone is about to embark on a completely new adventure, something they've never done before but feels strangely called toward. The page is young, inexperienced in this particular area, but absolutely fearless in their willingness to try. What I'm seeing with the Page of Wands is that the gift of success coming to you involves you learning something new or starting in a field where you're not already established. For some of you, this might mean going back to school or taking courses in something that fascinates you. For others, it might mean starting a business in an area where you have passion but not necessarily formal training. The beautiful thing about the Page of Wands is that inexperience isn't a drawback here. It's actually an asset because you're coming in with fresh eyes and innovative ideas that people who've been in the field forever might have missed. This card is also speaking about communication and news. Pages in tarot often bring messages, and the wand suit is connected to fire, passion, creativity, and action. So you might literally receive news soon that sets everything in motion. This could be an email, a phone call, a conversation, or even an intuitive download where suddenly you just know what you need to do next. Whatever form this message takes, it's going to feel exciting and a little bit scary at the same time, like standing at the edge of a diving board knowing you're about to jump. Let me pull the fourth card because I want to understand what gift specifically is being offered to you. I'm drawing Strength and Gemini. This is such a powerful confirmation of everything I've been sensing in this reading. The Strength card is about inner courage, about taming your fears, about having the resilience to face challenges without being destroyed by them. But it's also about the kind of quiet confidence that doesn't need to roar to prove itself. This isn't aggressive strength, it's gentle strength, the kind that moves mountains through persistence and faith rather than force. The gift that's coming to you is the gift of discovering your own inner strength in a way you never have before. You're going to face a situation in the coming weeks or months that would have absolutely terrified the old version of you, but you're going to find reserves of courage and capability that you didn't even know you possessed. This isn't about becoming someone you're not. It's about finally becoming fully who you've always been beneath the layers of doubt and fear and societal conditioning. Strength is also telling me that you're going to be tested, but not in a cruel way. It's more like the universe is going to present you with opportunities that require you to believe in yourself, even when external validation isn't immediately available. You might have to stand alone for a while. You might have to trust your vision when other people think you're crazy. You might have to keep going when logic suggests you should quit. But the gift in all of this is that once you come through this period, you'll never doubt yourself in quite the same way again. You'll have proof of your own resilience, and that's a gift that no one can ever take away from you. The fifth card I'm pulling is the Queen of Cups. And this is interesting because we now have two queens in your reading, which tells me that you're balancing different types of feminine power right now. While the Queen of Wands is all fire and passion and outward expression, the Queen of Cups is water, emotion, intuition, and deep compassion. This card is showing me that part of your success is going to come from your emotional intelligence, from your ability to understand and connect with people on a deep level. The Queen of Cups is one of the most psychic cards in the tarot deck. She feels everything. She picks up on undercurrents that others miss. She has an almost supernatural ability to know what people need before they even articulate it. In your reading, this card is telling me that your intuitive gifts are part of what's going to set you apart and create your success. You're not just going to be good at what you do. You're going to have an uncanny ability to understand your audience, your clients, your collaborators, or whoever you're working with. People are going to feel seen and understood by you in a way that they rarely experience. And that's going to create loyalty and opportunities that extend far beyond what traditional skills alone could achieve. This card is also suggesting that you need to honor your emotional nature even as you're stepping into this powerful, successful version of yourself. Don't buy into the idea that you need to become hard or closed off to succeed. Your sensitivity is one of your greatest assets, and the Queen of Cups is saying that the path to your success actually involves becoming even more in touch with your feelings and intuition, not less. Trust those gut feelings. Honor those emotional responses. Pay attention to what your heart is telling you, even when your head is trying to logic it away. Now I'm pulling the sixth card, and I'm getting the Two of Pentacles. This card shows someone juggling two pentacles, two sources of income or two major areas of focus, and managing to keep both in the air through skill and balance. For you, Gemini, this is especially significant because your sign is literally the twins. You're naturally built to handle multiple interests and projects simultaneously. The Two of Pentacles is telling me that your success is going to involve balancing different elements rather than focusing on just one thing. Some of you might be maintaining your current job or situation while building something new on the side. Others might be combining two different skill sets or passions in a way that creates something unique in the marketplace. The Two of Pentacles is saying that this balancing act, while challenging, is actually where your genius lies. You're not meant to do just one thing for the rest of your life. You're meant to create a dynamic, multifaceted life and career that keeps you stimulated and engaged. This card is also speaking about adaptability and flexibility, which are natural Gemini strengths. The success that's coming to you is going to require you to pivot, adjust, and recalibrate as you go. Don't expect a rigid, linear path. Instead, expect a journey that requires you to stay on your toes, to respond to changing circumstances, to let go of what's not working, and embrace what is. Your ability to adapt quickly is going to be one of your greatest advantages in the coming period. The seventh card I'm drawing is the Eight of Swords, and I know this might look concerning at first, but stay with me because there's an important message here. The Eight of Swords traditionally shows someone who's blindfolded and surrounded by swords, feeling trapped and stuck. But here's the key thing about this card. The bonds are loose. The person could free themselves if they chose to. They're more trapped by their beliefs and perceptions than by actual circumstances. In your reading, the Eight of Swords is showing me that one of the reasons this success felt scary at first is because you've been trapped in limiting beliefs about what's possible for you. You've had these mental barriers, these stories you tell yourself about why you can't do something or why success is for other people but not for you. The strange force that's been chasing you, the one that initially frightened you, is actually the energy of your own potential trying to break through those mental barriers. The gift that comes with this card is liberation. You're about to break free from thought patterns that have been holding you back for years, maybe even decades. Those voices in your head that tell you you're not good enough, not qualified enough, not worthy enough. They're about to lose their power over you. And yes, that can feel scary because those limiting beliefs have been familiar companions, but the freedom on the other side is going to be absolutely exhilarating. Let me pull the eighth card because we're building toward understanding the full scope of this success. I'm drawing the Eight of Pentacles, and this is such a hopeful, productive card. The Eight of Pentacles shows someone dedicated to their craft, working diligently, perfecting their skills, showing up day after day to create something of quality and value. This card is telling me that the success coming to you isn't going to be overnight or lucky break success. It's going to be earned success that comes from genuine skill development and dedicated effort. But here's why that's actually amazing news. Success that you build through mastery and dedication is success that nobody can take away from you. You're not dependent on trends or luck or being in the right place at the right time. You're creating real value through real skill, and that creates sustainable, long-term success rather than a flash-in-the-pan moment. The Eight of Pentacles is also telling me that you're about to enter a period of intense learning and growth. You might feel like a student again in some ways, absorbing new information, practicing new skills, making mistakes, and learning from them. This might feel humbling at times, especially if you're used to being the expert in your current field, but it's also going to be incredibly rewarding. There's something deeply satisfying about getting good at something, about seeing your skills improve week by week, about creating work that you're genuinely proud of. The ninth card I'm pulling is the Four of Cups, and this card is giving me such important information about timing and recognition. The Four of Cups shows someone sitting under a tree, being offered a cup by the universe, but they're so lost in their own thoughts that they don't even notice the gift being presented to them. In your reading, this card is a warning and an opportunity. The warning is this: when this massive opportunity shows up, there's a chance you might initially overlook it or dismiss it because it doesn't match your preconceived ideas about what success should look like. You might be so focused on one particular path or outcome that you miss the even better opportunity that's being offered from a different direction. The Four of Cups is asking you to stay alert, to keep your eyes open, to be willing to recognize gifts even when they come in unexpected packaging. But there's also a deeper message here about emotional readiness. The Four of Cups often appears when someone has been hurt or disappointed in the past and has built walls around their heart as protection. Some of you Geminis have been burned before. You've tried and failed. You've been rejected or criticized, and part of you has shut down to protect yourself from further pain. This card is gently suggesting that you're going to need to open yourself up again, to be willing to receive, to risk disappointment in order to experience the incredible success that's trying to reach you. The 10th and final card I'm pulling is the Seven of Cups, and this is such a perfect card to end on because it's all about choices, possibilities, dreams, and visions. The Seven of Cups shows someone looking at 7 different cups, each containing a different vision or possibility, and having to choose which one to pursue. In your reading, this card is telling me that the success coming to you isn't just one specific thing. It's actually multiple possibilities, multiple paths, multiple opportunities all presenting themselves at once. Now, for some people, this might feel overwhelming. But for you, Gemini, this is actually perfect, because you love having options and exploring different possibilities. The Seven of Cups is saying that you're about to enter a period where you have almost too many good options, where doors are opening in multiple directions, where you could legitimately go down several different paths and find success on any of them. The key with this card is learning to focus and choose rather than scattering your energy across too many directions. Yes, there are multiple possibilities available to you, but you're going to need to tune into your intuition. Remember that Queen of Cups energy and let your inner knowing guide you toward the path that's truly meant for you, not the path that looks most prestigious from the outside, not the path that other people think you should take, but the path that makes your soul come alive. The Seven of Cups is also speaking to me about imagination and vision. Part of your gift is the ability to see possibilities that don't exist yet, to envision futures that others can't quite picture. Your success is going to come from trusting those visions, from having the courage to pursue dreams that might seem unrealistic or impractical to more grounded individuals. Your imagination isn't escapism. It's actually one of your greatest practical tools for creating the life and success you desire. So let me tie this all together for you, Gemini, because what I'm seeing in these cards is a narrative that makes so much sense now that I can see the full picture. What's been chasing you, what's felt strange and almost frightening, is the energy of your own highest potential refusing to let you hide anymore. The moon showed us that this approach had to come through unconventional channels because your logical mind would have shut it down if it came directly. The Queen of Wands and the Page of Wands showed us that you're being called to step into powerful, creative, confident energy and to start something new with enthusiasm and courage. The Strength card revealed that the real gift in all of this is discovering your own inner resilience and capability. The Queen of Cups reminded us that your intuition and emotional intelligence are key assets in your success. The Two of Pentacles showed us that you'll be balancing multiple elements and that your adaptability is a strength. The Eight of Swords revealed that breaking free from limiting beliefs is part of this journey, while the Eight of Pentacles promised that dedicated skill development will create lasting success. The Four of Cups warned us to stay alert and open to opportunities, even when they don't look like what we expected. And finally, the Seven of Cups showed us that multiple possibilities and paths to success are available, and you'll need to choose based on what truly calls to your soul rather than what looks good on paper. This strange force that's been pursuing you, it's not something to fear. It's something to welcome with open arms. It's the universe conspiring to elevate you, to push you into the spotlight you've been avoiding, to force you to claim the success and recognition that you've been downplaying or dismissing. Yes, it's intense. Yes, it feels overwhelming at times. But that's because what's coming is genuinely huge. You're not being prepared for a small upgrade. You're being prepared for a complete transformation of your life circumstances. And that requires this level of powerful, persistent energy. The gift of success that's coming isn't just about money or status or external achievement, though those things may well come. The deeper gift is you discovering who you really are beneath all the self-doubt and limiting beliefs. It's you finally stepping into your power and realizing that you're capable of so much more than you've been allowing yourself to attempt. It's you learning to trust your intuition, to honor your emotional nature, to balance multiple passions, to build real skills, and to choose from abundance rather than scarcity. If you're feeling called to this message, if any of this resonated with your current experience, I want you to know that you're not crazy, you're not imagining things, and you're definitely not alone in this process. The energy you've been sensing is real, the opportunities forming are real, and your ability to rise to meet them is absolutely real. Trust yourself, Gemini. Trust the process. And most importantly, trust that whatever has been chasing you through the shadows is about to step into the light and reveal itself as the greatest blessing you could have imagined. Let me know in the comments if this reading resonated with you, if you've been feeling this strange pursuing energy, and what area of your life you think this success is going to manifest in. I love hearing your stories and experiences with these readings.